I wasn't so much interested when I was in high school of computers at all. I was more interested in reading fiction, actually. But later on, I discovered that it's a bit easier to make a career out of being a software engineer, especially in this part of the world where I was born.
UiPath is the emerging market leader in an exploding new category that we think our readers should know about called robotic process automation, or RPA. Now, what that means is at big businesses around the world, there are hundreds, if not hundreds of thousands of hours of workers' jobs every day that basically are repetitive, menial jobs on your computer, like filling out expense forms or moving contacts from one spreadsheet to another. Basically just taking all this menial work and letting software do it.
I moved to US and I started working for Microsoft. That was in early 2000. I worked there for 5 years. And then I returned to Romania to start a company, which in retrospect is the craziest idea that I ever had in my life. It was the opposite of immediate success. It was a big struggle for like almost 10 years until we've raised our first money. It was every day a struggle to pay salaries, having the death sentence, above your head. It's quite terrible. Many people ask me today, there is a lot of pressure on you. I said, no, it's a different type of pressure. I prefer this type of pressure than the one, from 10 years ago.
UiPath, we think, is the market leader because it is working with so many of the leading companies in finance and manufacturing and oil and gas. The implementation and the maintenance of these robots, the services, is 4 to 5x as lucrative as the software subscription itself. So for every $1 a customer spends on UiPath, they could be spending $4 with one of these players like Cognizant, which means that they become UiPath's sales force. Daniel Dinez, who still owns between 20 and 25% of the company, is worth more than $1 billion, which makes us call him the first bot billionaire.
2016 was an unexpectedly good year for RPA. So we've seen really the good sides, and our revenue increased a lot. And I was fortunate to be introduced to a great firm like Excel. We grew 70 times from that. And it's in a span of just 2 years. I would say that we live on the edge of the life right now. It's really, you have a rocket and you drive it and it's very high speed. You just have to avoid stars.